Welcome back, guys. In this video tutorial we'll be talking about some problems and some formulas and tips about solving the problems regarding mixtures and allegations. Now normally mixtures and allegation problems are also part of cost and selling prices and all these things, so profit and loss type of problems, but they are kind of slightly different. That's why I'm going to do a separate video series on those problems. So this is going to be on mixtures. So let me write mixtures and allegations, right? Okay, so mixtures and allegations types of problems, and among them we'll be talking about only on formulas. Okay, so let's talk about the formulas. Now normally what happens, allegation means it is the rule that enables us to find the ratio in which two or more ingredients at the given price must be mixed or to produce a mixture of desired type, right? That's the allegation. And normally in this allegation type we have something which is called as mean price. So what do we mean by this mean price? The mean price is the cost of a unit quantity of mixture, right? So it is a cost of unit quantity of a mixture. Okay, so whenever we are talking about mixture, so we want to see the cost of the unit quantity, and that should be termed as the mean price. Now normally the rule of allegation, if you need to learn the rules of allegation, it's simply normally the quantity of cheaper. So quantity of cheaper. So normally when we are making these mixtures, remember all these mixtures and allegations, what we are doing, we are mixing things, right? So mixing, say, A with B, so two different individual things, we are mixing it with each other to get our desired quantity and result. So in this case, quantity of the cheaper product divided by quantity of dearer product. Okay, and this thing equals to the cost product of dearer minus the mean price divided by the mean price minus cost product of the cheaper. So this is a kind of complicated, so this formula, we can derive this formula from the basics of mixtures and allegations, but in this video I'm not going to talk about that. We are just stating that yes, this is the formula, that the quantity of the cheaper divided by the quantity of the dearer equals to it obviously equals to quantity of so it's the cost price of the dearer minus the mean price. Mean price is the cost of unit mixture of this particular unit of this mixture actually, divided by the mean price minus the cost price of the cheaper product, right? So dearer in the top, cheaper in the middle. First times mean is getting subtracted, next times from the mean it is getting subtracted. Okay, so that's it. And in this case we actually present this thing as under the cost product of a unit quantity of cheaper. So normally we see it in this way. If I write it, I can write it slightly like this. Let's say cost price of a unit quantity of the cheaper product. Let's imagine this as small c. Okay, now let's say cost price of unit quantity of dearer product, let's assume it as small d, right? Then if this is the situation and we put the mean price in the middle, mean price, and when we talk about mean price, remember mean price is not the price of a dearer one or not the price of a cheaper one, it is the price of the total mixture, right? So the mean price, we write it designated as m. If we look at it in this way, then how can we get this value? We can get this value cross line like this. We can get d minus m, if we subtract it, If we subtract it from the C, we'll get C. Sorry, we will go towards this direction, and we'll get M minus C. So these are the two things that we are getting. In this top region, we are getting C minus M. In the bottom, we are getting M minus C. Right? So simply, the formula to us, it's not C, it's D minus M divided by M minus C. So this is what we get as the mean price calculating values. Right? So actually, ultimately in this case, what we can write here, the cheaper quantity is to the dearer quantity equals to, we can write D minus M is to M minus C. Right? That's the formula. Cheaper quantity is to dearer quantity equals to D minus M is to M minus C. Simply we can write it, remember, this way. Right? Now that's kind of most of the things that we need to learn for solving the problems. Okay. And in this video, let's talk about a little bit more. That is, suppose a container contains X of fluid from which Y units are taken out and replaced by water. For example, because you're going to see a lot of the time these things, that suppose a container, it is having, let's say it is having say X, so X units of something liquid, say X units of liquid, okay, from which Y unit from this X unit Y unit are taken out, and it is replaced by water. Okay, if this is the situation, after n number of operations, in the same scenario, after n number of operations, the quantity of the pure liquid quantity will be, so remember, X unit of fluid is there, Y unit is taken out from it, and it is replaced by water. So now water is there in Y unit previously. So after n number of operations, that means the different series of experiments or whatever thing, the quantity of pure liquid there will be X multiplied by here 1 minus Y by X to the power n units. So this is another formula. So it sounds to be complicated to you, because we don't want to see this formula using more in during the problems. During the problems, we are going to see the basic idea, that is the cheaper quantity and the dearer quantity equals to D minus M by M minus C. This is the major formula for that. Once you know this, it will be easy for you guys. So that's kind of it about the mixtures and allegations formulas and tips. And now let's solve different problems. So from the future videos, we'll be solving different problems regarding mixtures and allegations. So that's it, guys. Thank you.